Hi again everyone, it's Simon here. Just want to show you a little bit about what was going on Saturday with the weather and the reason for it being so windy. So I'm going to kind of have a little ramble through some charts in this video. Just want to show you this analysis. This is from the Met Office and this is for 6 o'clock yesterday morning, showing the area of high pressure, a complex area of low pressure. Now we say complex when it's got more than one centre, and you can see this one had got one here in the North Sea, one off northwestern England. So this was the complex area of low pressure dominating things, but just look how windy it was to the south of the country yesterday through the Bristol Channel and through the English Channel as well. Notice that little trough there, that's quite an important feature, and I'll show you why in just a wee little while. Let's knock this one on a little bit. This is midday on Saturday. Our trough's now cleared out towards the east. Notice how the ice bars became a little bit tighter across the channel during the course of Saturday afternoon. And incidentally, whenever I see an isobar in that direction, from one over the Isle of Wight or southern England, another one over the Cherbourg Peninsula or closer, that immediately says to me mean speeds of a top end of a force 6 into a 7 through the channel. And if we knock it on by another 6 hours, there's how it looked on Saturday evening. Isobars look even tighter, just a little bit, so this was well into 7s through the mid-channel. Although, with it going into the west-northwest, the flow turning into west-northwest, the English coast did provide a little bit of protection, so just nudge down those speeds a little along the southern English coasts. Now, remember a couple of charts ago I mentioned to you about this trough. Just wanted to pick that up for you on the in the upper air. This is the chart from Weather Online for midday yesterday. It's the 500 millibar chart, so it's what's going on at 18,000 feet or 20,000 feet up in the atmosphere. Here's low pressure up at that height. Close together, these black lines are the height lines, tell us where the strongest of the winds are and where the jet stream is. And in this case, the jet stream was blowing through here. Also, we've got hatched lines on here. These are the temperature isotherms. Where they're close together, you tend to get the stronger winds and the jet stream. So again, you can see here, these were very close together temperature-wise, a sharp temperature gradient in here, indicating that the jet stream was through here. But notice that little enclosed area here, that's a little pool of cold air at upper levels in the atmosphere, and that aids destabilisation, and that's associated with the surface trough that we saw on that chart there. So that's how it all translates as you go upwards through the atmosphere. I was just looking at the speeds actually. I put out the warning yesterday, didn't I, about the speeds getting up to 6s and 7s, and I was concerned about the possibility of 8s and 9s as we got through in towards Saturday evening. This is the chart from BrambleMet. I've just put it together off a spreadsheet and just downloaded their history, and just wanted to see what the wind speeds did from midnight on Saturday right the way through to midnight on Sunday. And you can see how they picked up quite smartly during the course of Saturday morning. We were meaning out here at 29 knots, and I warned about this increase in the speeds. Well, they peaked at about 25 past 7 local yesterday evening and a mean speed of 34 knots. So they did touch gale force 8 for a time, but generally across here we were into the top end of 6 and low end of 7. So I think really that warning was pretty well justified, and it did look as if it had been quite a breezy day through the Solent. Incidentally, this marks quite well how the wind speed increased, look, as we got into daylight hours, as the sun got to work and all that turbulence gets working, and then as the sun sets, so we find the speeds decreasing off again, coming down to around about the 20-21 knot mark to end the day. Always interesting to plot these charts and just see how the winds change as the day progresses. Anyway, that was just something I wanted to show you, just to show you what happened yesterday, and highlight as well the position of the jet stream and why things turned out in the way that they did. Hope that's been useful for you, and see you again soon.